They have a second chance.
They do.
A second opportunity to prove that they belong as a top team.
Lindis, Aram, Florentino, and the Superman now taken away from January.
You have
They
to
have
take
to.
away. If even Pride Stark have to take away Superman from January, even though they have MTS, then every team basically has to do that.
Pride Stark are a very respectful team. I think Minority, maybe after that game versus Just for Fun, are learning to do the same. That will mean we end up with a little bit out of ordinary bands. Florentino makes it through.
So does Elsie's off. Gone.
Elsie's off.
Okay.
But I can see why you're confused, because they are out of the ordinary. A lot of characters we expect.
Who
I'm
plays
used to seeing
Florentino?
Elsie at the final ban.
Minority should if they want to win this game.
They should.
That's who should play Florentino.
Please
80s
don't do this to
hero,
me.
January.
Don't forget to lock in. Okay. Talanis isn't a bad start. Isn't a bad pickup, though.
It should, no, it is. It should be Florentino. They made a bad choice.
Thank you.
They made the wrong choice.
Well, now the question is who takes it for Dino Riders, because we've seen Zeus and Yikes play in that Dark Slayer
Probably
lane.
Yikes, but could go either way.
CLZ, though, locks in his Alistar.
This is the pick that I wanted to see from CLZ and Dino Riders, is to go with the Alistar. You know that January is going to be playing very aggressive mages. Just lock him in their tracks and take him out.
Baldum comes through in response. This is a decent response because it will cancel out the magic prison, ulting people below the earth. 80s hero at the last second gets the flash for the group CC. They need something that shuts down the Florentino, though, and that doesn't exist. But they also don't have anything close.
You know what? You should take they should take a page out of Zeus's book and just go with Gilder, because that's how Zeus dealt with Florentino when they did it, and it worked pretty well.
Violet and Annette seems to be the immediate lock-in now for Dino Riders, so we get to see the beauty that is Annette decide to go off again. It was a little bit of a hover overwork, but instead it's going to be a Necroth that's locked in, and it seems to be a Richter to round out the Minority roster.
You forgot about the Richter. I think this is a good pick. I think Richter does lose to Florentino, but he doesn't hard lose. You know, he can, if you can kind of outskill your opponent in this situation, though it'll be difficult against Zeus, but he does have very good team fight capabilities. He can outdo Florentino in a potential team fight, get in the backline, take out the squishies. Whereas Florentino, he needs to get his combo going, he needs to get his duel going, or else he can't really carry the team fight like a Richter can.
I think game number 2 is the Dino Riders game. I think you did curse them.
Nope.
Because this is like a really, really good draft. I think this is top to bottom a really solid draft from Dino Riders. Minority have an alright one, but the Florentino coming through alongside an Alistar, that's a lot to answer.
Again, though, Minority's composition does very well if team communication is at an all-time high. They won, yes, because of great composition in game number 1 and stellar 2 in play coming out of Johnny 5, but he's now also on a just as capable mid laner in the Flash. We know the proficiency he has on that, and we know what they're capable to do from the macro standpoint.
But let's talk about their dive and what its problem is. Richter and Nakroth are both really good at diving.
Sure.
But they're both going to be eaten up alive by that Alistar.
But only one can.
TJ, I have faith.
Only one can get caught in the magic prison.
I have faith in Minority.
All right, I respect that.
It's kind of okay. This game is very high as far as the how skill intensive is going to be, because both these teams are on a knife's edge with these fights. I think that there's going to be like one fight where one side has all 5 members extremely low in health, and then that just wins the game, and the other team is dead.
They've set the game to hard.
Yeah.
This is skill matchups across the board. This will be a very good game too.
It will. Maybe the one fight to rule them all, but our second game in the first match for our North American region, Minority is up 1 game over the Dino Riders.
Dino Riders are playing passive. What alternate universe is this? No invade.
They did this against BM Gaming before. Remember when they defended until 24 minutes at their core?
No invade. They're not invading.
Okay. An invade trade favors Minority because Zill is one of the fastest clearers in the game. Necroth isn't too slow himself, but if Zill can get a faster rotate and get a gank on, then that will help. That will be obviously very beneficial to the side of Dino Riders.
I'm still astonished. CLZ will be scooped out though. He's got a tough path ahead of him.
He's so good at Alistar.
but that was a sick Alistair magic barrier.
He got 2. He just like, I'm in trouble, but here's just, no one shall pass. Just thank you.
Double stun from it. Yikes in the bot lane also has a tough matchup. We talk about this, normally favor Talanas in the fight.
Early game though, the tactical fire is the fact that you can just sit back and get those off without any sort of repercussion or recourse coming from 80's hero. Means that you can trade favorably early. The advantage for Talanas is you can actually just kill people dead, whereas the burst that comes up from Violet doesn't always kill people.
I want to say that, CLZ scoop forward again. This time the Flicker takes it to safety. Baby Gods is in.
Oh.
First blood to Minority.
That was so beautiful. The mobility there.
Hawaii! He dives in, the wind shift gets him a kill. He'll trade positive and back out.
Wow, greed coming out from Maybe trying to get the second kill, but he gets punished for it with his life.
A sick dive in.
It really was, and this is what Minority is going to have to do if they want to take these fights, is just bait out all of the CC there from the Alistair and then jump in over it like you just saw.
However, if you're hearing thunder in the distance, that's Zeus getting farmed up.
Yeah, Zeus.
And he's going to be a problem.
Zeus not always talked about on the Dynamite roster, but he can be terrifying.
He pretty consistently is, and on Florentino, I have a hard time seeing him lose it. I was harping on it in the draft, but Florentino is really good.
Right, and January, he's not exactly a Superman one trick, but his effectiveness does go down significantly if he's not completely dominating the game on a Superman.
CLZ will land the Magic Prison alongside
Ooh,
a
the
Matrix
wind
of Woe with Chosen pulling him on top of it, the wind cuffs. That's beautiful. Now an engage though. Maybe God should have CLZ, and he does. J5 falls in trade. Hawaii scooping him up from the back lines.
Yeah, 80 was able to get that kill.
Zeus, January, he's so low. Zeus just dives in. He doesn't care about towers, Daniel.
That's how you do it as a Florentino. You just take a step back to your flowers and then you jump back in with the lunge. And that's how you dive a tower as a Florentino.
He's not an architecture student.
What?
He doesn't care about towers.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Magic Prison.
Doesn't mean much. He goes down pretty easily.
Yeah, but one way to shut down a hypermobile hero is just to set him there and make him think about what he's done.
80-0 will
Look at
get
the
shut
control.
down as well. Dino Riders, this is actually going really well for them.
Yeah, look at the control. The hurricane wall there just says no one may pass. There's just so many walls in the way. And it makes it so difficult here for Minority to do anything.
Bang in mid is trying to get a little bit of pressure in for Minority, but he's struggling to even clear wave, and the fact that he's clearing it is probably a bad sign for J5.
Right, they don't want Bay clearing that. They want J5 to get his own wave clear. He is at that 2,000, but it's lagging behind nearly all the members of Dynamiters. This gold lead is starting to become a bit much if you're a Minority.
Yeah, I'd be really worried if I was on the Minority side, because Dino Riders are actually far and away outscaling them and outfighting them right now.
And by the way, January has foregone any sort of boots, which means he can't really rotate that quickly. And Zeus has not only the boots, but the item that he's building into faster. And so he's going to be able to outduel him and then walk over and rotate to the lanes quicker than he does.
The Richter does get the speed boost through the river, so maybe that's what January's counting on, but he's been bullied out to the river so far.
Right, and that has been just all Zeus, making him think about his actions.
Oh, Zeus will dive in. Speaking of the Cyclone, to scare people back. Zeus survives it all, though, diving back in. Bay will fall. A double kill for Zeus.
He came out of it more healthy than when he started.
He keeps going. January needs the retaliation to survive. They're behind the tier 2, Daniel.
Joseph's just under the tower like it's no big deal. This is the aggression that we've wanted to see from Dino Riders this entire time. Zeus, oh my goodness, he's a madman.
I legitimately don't know how you stop that. They tried to cyclone it. That didn't work.
They tried lots of things. They tried actually trying to fight him. That didn't work at all because he's just going to jump on you, heal with those lunges, especially after using the Gentleman's Duel. He has crowd control immunity when he shuffles out of every single time he uses one of those lunges. It's just too much to deal with, and this is why he's continuously banned out.
I legitimately don't know what you do.
And the scary part is that he has 4,000 gold at the moment. He's building into that Omni Arms. Now he's going to have even more healing when he goes into one of his patented duels. He's going to be burning everyone all the while. He has the defense up. This is obviously the issue when you get behind in gold, is your opponent has both offense and defense in their build because they just have all the gold. And you just cannot kill him. It takes... I don't think... If Minority attacked him right now with 3 heroes, I think they all die. That's how ridiculous he is right now.
And they're power farming Zeus as well. They clearly understand this. Directing more gold than ever to him on the Dino Rider's side.
And it just makes it so difficult because he's just going to stand there like a rock in the top lane, and they can't even rotate anyone over because anyone who rotates over will just die.
They'll try and send a Nacroth in to fight him. Maybe God's just disengaging from the fight, refusing to battle him.
Zeus, he could take this fight. Perhaps he's a bit wary.
Oh, January will be in trouble. Windblade with shift. Hawaii has the kill.
Yeah, he tried to take the fight and it's not going to work
rude.
out.
Maybe
Wow.
Gods was trying to run away. He just gets stalled up. CLZ reads him like a book, and Zeus chases him down.
That was so perfectly done. The magic prison comes up, and then the blossom is done. Immediately afterward, the magic barrier.
Don't do that, Chosen. That was beautiful.
Oh.
Zeus is just going to dive underneath this tower. He doesn't care. It'll be another kill. He'll
kill
even
the tower.
take the tower.
Oh, he almost had it before he died, too. He almost had it. Why escape
He
under the
just
tower?
1v1 the tower, Daniel. And he won.
There was a siege minion there.
He just fought the tower.
If he has his flowers, anything is possible.
He just... The tower, you just walked up and stabbed it.
That's Florentino for you. He goes faster when there's a target. There was no target outside of the tower, so he said, you know what? I'm gonna stand here.
I'm legitimately upset by that. Dino Riders look in control of game 2 after Minority wiped them aside game 1. That means Dino Riders are looking very, very good
no.
as per normal.
Oh no.
You can't dive like that, maybe Gods. It's been the same lesson taught variety of times in a variety of ways, but it's always done by CLZ.
CLZ somehow is just there for every single fight. And the funny thing is he does have the Hermes Select for CLZ to be able to rotate quicker, but there's no Ring of the Fiend either, so that's really the only thing he has going for him. Although Frosty's Revenge does give you extra movement speed.
Sorry, I'm just watching how much damage Zeus is doing to the Dark Slayer. I'm crying. The Dark Slayer will be picked up by Dino Riders. They've got Yikes chasing January far behind tower. Bay does land a nice little wild charge. J5 threatens as well, but they realize they're not getting anything from it.
Yeah, 0 damage on there, especially because the healing coming from the Dark Slayer will just negate that. And this seems like the beginning of the end. 8,000 gold lead, they can push on towers pretty easy because of Yikes and the Violet.
They want to hunt maybe Gods.
Oh my god, this is just mean. This is just mean. What? Don't do it to him. And he puts the barrier there so he can't jump away. This is
Zeus, 1v3. Will it work?
I think so. I think he got this fight. Oh, almost has it actually. The Hunter's Mark killed him.
Yeah, January though is low, and Hawaii just deletes 80's hero.
Yeah, it all takes one tornado. They are so far ahead in gold. That's all it takes, TJ.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, I think
J5, does he get the recall? No, he does
You're kidding.
not.
You're kidding. The premonition.
He checked the first bush, saw he wasn't there, knew it had to be the second bush, just dives in with wind shift, gets a kill for free.
Oh my, that's one of those moves that make you think that he's map hacking.
Yikes, will back out. Bay caught in a magic prison. This should be game number 2. January up top loses a duel to the presence of Yikes. 80's hero is back. Maybe that's enough to clear a wave, but I cannot see them holding.
This is it. This is definitely it. They're just playing with him at this point.
Yikes should pick up the core, and he does. The Dino Riders strike back. Game number 2 dominantly in their favor.
The caster curse is on, TJ. We thought that it would be the start of something for Minority, but Dino Riders, they prove that they're at least in that mid